What is up, Budget Billers? My name is Trell, and you would not believe that this is going on right now in this country. Well, here I was thinking that we are at the tail end of this pandemic, and now we received reports last week of another variant called Omicron. A new variant called the Omicron variant is causing a new fear in people, as everyone was hoping that this was the last year to deal with this. We have a ton of information on this today. Also, this has caused a new push for stimulus checks before Christmas as a result of the Omicron variant that's coming. In addition to that, the New York governor has called a state of emergency, and I'm going to tell you all about it today. But before we get started, hey, if you want to go ahead and stay up to date with all the stimulus update news as well as daily hot topics, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you end up liking this video, go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel. Now, let's go ahead and jump right back into this video. Now, guys, there is a new COVID virus that people are afraid of right now. It has been detected in South Africa and could already be in the United States. Now, according to this article, here are 5 things to know about Omicron, which is the new COVID-19 variant, which is causing a little bit of concern. The announcement came on Thursday that COVID-19 variant called B.1.1529 was announced earlier last week. I believe it was on Thursday, which scientists in South Africa is where it was first detected, which we can see that this information was released on Thursday, which the stock market was actually closed. But on Friday, when the stock market opened back up again, the stock market tumbled 900 points for the worst day of the year on the fears of this new COVID variant. Now, I will say during the day on Friday that the stock market actually dropped about 1,100 points, but it came back a little bit and ended up closing down about 905 points on the fear of this new variant. This was the worst day in the stock market of the year of 2021. But as I stated, that the World Health Organization, or better known as WHO, held an emergency meeting on Friday where it designated this new strain, which is called Omicron, a variant of concern, or VOC. Now, as multiple nations, including the U.S., quickly imposed travel restrictions, as the Omicron variant was also detected in Israel, as well as Hong Kong, Botswana, and Belgium. Infectious disease expert Anthony Fauci, which I know some of you guys don't really agree with him, but this is what he said on Friday, that the U.S. is rushing to obtain information on the actual variant, but emphasized there is not enough data right now for taking immediate action. Now, he said that here is what we know about Omicron. The U.S. has already restricted travel to Southern Africa. The U.S. senior administration official said on Friday that the U.S. would restrict travel to 8 African countries starting on Monday due to this variant. Now, the countries affected are South Africa, Botswana, I can't say these names, guys, but don't hold me to it, but Zimbabwe, Namibia. Let's just go ahead and put it on the screen right here so that you can look at these particular countries. I'm not going to butcher their names anymore. But anyways, guys, hey, officials say that the move was made out of an abundance of caution and was recommended by the U.S. government, medical experts, and the COVID-19 response team. Now, this restriction does not apply to American citizens or lawful permanent residents. Now, Fauci said in an interview with CNN on Friday that the South African as well as the U.S. scientists will have a meeting regarding the new variant and its molecular makeup of it. Now, Anthony Fauci also said that there is no cases have been detected so far in the United States, but he added that scientists need more information on the variant's molecular makeup to test it. Now, right now is where we're getting material together with our South African colleagues to get a situation where you can actually direct testing for this variant. So right now you're talking about sort of like a red flag that this might be an issue as of now, but we really don't know, which is what Anthony Fauci had to say. But yeah, guys, right now this new variant is causing people to just panic all over the world. And we can see right here that so far this variant has been detected in Europe and Israel as well as the United Kingdom. But we haven't really detected it here in the United States. But Anthony Fauci said he wouldn't be surprised if the variant is actually in the United States right now. But there have been no cases as of yet to be tested as of now. Now, in addition to that, we have in Ohio, they have reports of an increase in COVID-19 cases. Now, this is not necessarily related to the new variant, but in just the general COVID-19 cases, their reports are actually have gone up tremendously. And as you can see right here in this report, it says that Ohio reports 4,222 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. The Ohio Department of Health reported more than 4,000 new COVID-19 cases statewide in the past 24 hours on Saturday. Now, Saturday's report includes 354 new cases in the Mahonian Valley, 135 new cases in the Mahonian County, 134 new cases in Trumbull, and 85 new cases in Columbiana. And all of these are in Ohio, guys. Of Ohio's 88 counties, Mahonian ranks as the 11th in most cases, and Trumbull as the 15th amount in cases. Now, hospital admissions increased by 128 new cases and ICU admissions by 5. Ohio now has 85,600 hospitalizations during the pandemic. And as January the 1st, there have been 38,784 hospital admissions of those who identify as not fully vaccinated and 2,171 new cases of those who were fully vaccinated. So yeah, guys, as we can see, Ohio is really reporting an increase in COVID cases over the last week. And as we can see that these 4,000 new cases have been in the last 24 hours. Now, I'm sure that other states are actually reporting an increase in numbers because we've seen that it has been a little bit of increase in COVID cases. And this information actually came a couple of days before the Thanksgiving holiday. So now that we know that a lot of families and friends and families have actually met up with each other for the Thanksgiving holiday and actually traveled over the holiday, we expect these numbers to actually go up in the coming weeks ahead. And then also dealing with this Omicron variant that has been shown up in some other countries as well as South Africa, Israel, Europe, as well as the United Kingdom, we best sure that this is actually going to be coming to the United States sooner than we can expect. But on the good news, we do have BioNTech. They are saying that they will know whether the current vaccine that we have on the market right now, whether it's going to be effective against the new variant, and they're going to find out within the next couple of weeks. Now, according to this article, they are saying that BioNTech is studying the new COVID-19 variant that emerged in South Africa. And it said that it will know in 2 weeks if the vaccine that we have developed right now in this country with Pfizer as well as Moderna and then Johnson & Johnson is going to be effective against the new variant. Now, the German company said that it is testing this new variant to determine if its vaccine would have to be reworked or not, noting that the new variant differs significantly from previously observed variants. Now, we can expect more data from the laboratory test in 2 weeks at the latest. Now, these data will provide more information about whether this variant could be an escape variant that may be required an adjustment of our current vaccine if the variant spreads globally. Now, Pfizer and BioNTech put plans in place months ago to be able to adapt the vaccine in 6 weeks and ship a new version of their shot within 100 days if necessary. Now, as I stated, guys, the new variant was detected in South Africa and a number of other countries that I mentioned earlier in this video. And the U.S. has moved quickly on Friday to restrict travel from the Southern Africa borders. Now, scientists have been trying to understand this variant and whether it can evade immune responses triggered by vaccines. Now, this new variant has been described by the UK as health officials as the most significant variant thus far, identifying it and citing more mutations in the spike protein of this virus, which is basically the makeup of this virus. So yeah, guys, this is getting really scary because we were on the verge of getting away from all of this COVID-19. Everyone in America, I tell you, was expecting this virus to be over with by the end of this year. We were not wanting to take this virus into the year of 2022. But if this new variant takes off and mutates and really affects people in the United States, we could be headed towards another year of COVID-19. Now, I will say one positive news coming out is that COVID vaccines of the future might not necessarily need an actual vaccine shot or jab in your arm. And that is because we have companies like Pfizer as well as Moderna working on a vaccine pill that you can take by mouth. But also, this article talks about a nasal spray as well. Let's go ahead and look into this article. As vaccine makers pursue the next generation of COVID-19 vaccines, some are working to develop products that wouldn't require a shot. Now, delivering a vaccine through a pill or a nasal spray could make them much easier to administer, especially in places where distribution is a little bit more challenging, or even for people who just don't like needles. And I will tell you, there are some people that do not like the sound of a needle getting put into their bodies. But San Francisco-based biotech Vaxart is working on a COVID vaccine that would be delivered in an oral tablet. And then India's company, which is advancing their nasal COVID-19 vaccine candidate into a phase 2 clinical trial right now. So yeah, guys, these are two promising effects as far as getting vaccinated in this country, as well as a few other countries. In case some of you out there just don't agree with getting the jab in your arm, they are now introducing these new ways of being vaccinated by taking either a pill or an actual nasal spray. But I have a question for you guys out there that are against getting the vaccine. Only for those against taking the vaccine. If you are against the vaccine shot in your arm, would you be willing to take either the nasal spray or the actual tablet pill by mouth? I want to know what you guys think out there, because I'm trying to get a clear understanding of if you are okay with taking it by a different measure. I know me myself, I actually had the vaccination shot back in March or either February, but I know a lot of people out there are against getting the jab in their arm. But I want to hear from you guys, so I want you guys to comment down below and let me know if you would be interested or would entertain the idea of taking either a nasal spray or an actual vaccine tablet by mouth. Let me know down below, guys. I'm curious to think what you guys think about this new inventions by the pharmaceutical drug companies. But anyways, moving on, guys. Hey, the New York governor has actually declared a state of emergency in relation to this Omicron variant that is showing up right now. And New York is taking a step further to prepare for the remnants of this variant hitting New York City as well as the state. The New York governor has declared a state of emergency to prepare for the new coronavirus variant that has first been identified in South Africa. Now, Hochul's declaration on Friday is one of the first emergency steps taken by the state in the U.S. against the new variant known as Omicron. Now, the nation's top infectious disease expert, Anthony Fauci, said in an interview on Friday with CNN that there have been no Omicron cases detected in the United States, although he acknowledged that that doesn't rule out the possibility that the variant could already be in this country. Now, the governor of New York, she put out a tweet saying that we continue to see warning signs of spikes in COVID-19 this winter. And while this new Omicron variant has yet to be detected in New York State, it's coming for sure. Today, she signed an executive order to help boost hospital capacity ahead of the potential spikes in COVID-19. So yeah, this executive order that she has put in place is in effect until at least January the 15th of 2022, which allows for non-essential procedures to be postponed in hospitals in order to increase hospital capacity. So I think this is a great idea. She's putting a step forward to actually prepare in case this new variant hits New York City as well as the entire country. So I think this is a great idea, guys. But also something that we have seen in the past couple of days, which is in relation to the Omicron variant hitting the U.S., people are starting to ask or spark the idea of new stimulus checks to come before Christmas holidays. Now, according to this article, don't hold me to it, guys, but this is in relation to the Omicron COVID fears, which is sparking a new push for some new stimulus checks before Christmas time. The variant was flagged in South Africa on November the 24th. The World Health Organization, or WHO, reported this information on Friday. Now, the country is currently experiencing severe cases of COVID cases all around the United States, and there has been a new push for some new stimulus checks. Why not, guys? Hey, the new variant is hitting the United States, so why not call for some new stimulus checks, especially if this new variant is going to shut down our economy just like the previous variants have already done. But yes, guys, and in response to this new variant, some people are calling for another round of stimulus checks. Now, it's saying that one person on Twitter posted, Biden needs to send stimulus checks immediately. And then this new article right here says, I'm not ready for a new COVID variant, but I am interested in a new stimulus check. The president has not issued a statement regarding another round of stimulus checks as of yet, but will this new variant put more push on Congress to include another stimulus check? Now, I don't want to say yes or no, but I think it is a good idea to keep in mind, because right now the Senate is still working on the negotiations of that social spending bill right now in the Senate. But can the Senate, can Congress, can other lawmakers, can other petitions call for another push for more stimulus checks, especially if we're going to have to be dealing with this new Omicron variant hitting the United States within the next week or so? Let me know your thoughts down below, guys. I'm curious to see what you guys think about this. Hey, but anyways, guys, hey, if you enjoyed this type of content and you want to see more, hey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like this video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.